and welcome to Insider News. Tonight we shall bring to you the activities marking the burial ceremony of late Iyom Paulina Aboma Okafo of Ire Village, Enugu, in Njikoka local government area. But that will be after the hard news. Please stay tuned. My name is Maureen Stone Enujoke. Anambra State government has commenced renovation work on the Jerome Udoji Secretariat, Oka. Speaking in Oka, the Commissioner for Housing, Mr. Emeka Ezenwanne, disclosed that some other government structures across the state were also receiving attention, while government is partnering with developers for construction of mass housing units in the state. We have the details.
Mr. Ezenwanne explained that the renovation was in line with the government's resolve to upgrade and build legacy projects for the state. He said that the state government, through his ministry, had adopted a unique approach to upgrading and building of housing units. According to the commissioner, the structures will soon wear new look with installation of new gates, lots of internal and external reconstruction work. He, however, added that the government was concentrating on legacy projects at cost-effective rates, assuring that the renovation projects would be concluded in record time. The commissioner added that government commenced discussions with private sector developers for provision of mass housing for civil servants and other interested individuals in the state, and reassured that soon a major activity will take place in the area of mass housing. Commenting on the Isiagu housing project for civil servants, he said that Anambra government just awarded contract for construction of access road to the site for commencement of work. Mr. Ezenwanne assured that completion of access road will facilitate actual construction work on the site, adding that the project will be modified and speedily delivered.
The gubernatorial candidate of the All Progressives Grand Alliance APGA in Imo State, Senator Ifeanyi Ararume, has promised to restore and enhance the prosperity of the state, which according to him was consumed by the swarming locusts of the present administration in the past 8 years. Senator Ararume gave this assurance during the flag-off of APGA rally in Imo State for the 2019 general elections at the Dan Ayam Stadium, Owerri. He said that if elected, he would promptly put machinery in motion to defray the backlog of salaries and pensions presently owed civil and public servants, as well as retirees, by the APC government in the state. The APGA gubernatorial flag bearer also pledged to guarantee that the state workforce is paid as and when due on monthly basis, as is being done in Anambra State, where an APGA government is in charge. Senator Ararume equally assured that his administration will be absolutely people-oriented, responsive, and provide good governance, as is the case today in Anambra State, where government enthroned by the party in the past 13 years have consistently delivered massive and verifiable democracy dividends to the masses. The APGA gubernatorial candidate announced that one of the immediate measures he would take to demonstrate the egalitarianism of his government will be free medical treatment for all pregnant women in the state. The APGA campaign flag-off rally in Imo State, which was attended by the national chairman of the party, Dr. Victor Oye, and the vice presidential candidate of the party, Chief Jerry Chukwueke, alongside other APGA stalwarts, featured presentation of flags to all the candidates of the party in the state for the 2019 general elections. The ongoing renovation and equipping of standard facilities in 4 family planning centers in the state will soon be completed. The project is being carried out by the Challenge Initiative in collaboration with the Anambra State government. The initiative, which is simultaneously going on in family planning centers in MCH Ogidi, PHC Eziowele, Okpoko PHC, and Christchurch Health Post Ose Market in Onitsha, kicked off on Friday last week in the 4 communities in the state. The details.
Speaking on the essence of the intervention, the state program coordinator of the association, Mr. Aneto Ebe, said association is complementing the government's drive in upgrading the state family planning centers and creating conducive environment for the healthcare provider that will enable them offer basic services to women and children, and as well create the ambience that can attract community members to access the facilities at all times. He expressed optimism that the project will be concluded and commissioned soon, and thanked the state government for providing the needed support that fast-tracked the process.
Essence is to give the facility a facelift to create a conducive environment for healthcare providers to offer basic services to our women and to children, and above all, to create the ambience that would attract women of productive age and other community members to come and uptake services in this facility.
Contributing, the State Family Planning Coordinator, Mrs. Stella Ekwozo, said that the renovation of structures and equipping of facilities will raise standards, and explained that the theme was attracted by the Health Commissioner because of his proactive measures to transform the state's health sector.
Seeing them also, we're supporting them both physically, financially, and otherwise. Yeah, courtesy of the Honorable Commissioner for Health, Dr. Joe Akabike, the Oko Blues of One. He's a very proactive commissioner and very hardworking, like our governor, the Abopodike, Willie Obiado.
Mrs. Ekwozo expressed the light for continuous support and training from the Challenge Initiative, TCI, towards encouraging and giving world-class family planning to the state's citizenry.
Physicians carrying out the 14th edition of the Ferdinand Doze Nwankwo Free Medical Outreach have described the outreach as a timely intervention that reflects people-oriented leadership. The doctors spoke at Ukbo Dunukofia Council area, the venue of the 5th day of the free medical program. Correspondent Daniel Ezigwe was there and now reports.
Offered to the people of the area included eye, dental, and general health care. In their separate reactions, the doctors said that an assessment of the process so far has seen a collection of patients suffering from mostly diabetic, hypertensive, and eye-related ailments, with hundreds of cases handled daily. A consultant surgeon ahead of the eye care unit, Dr. Chinaka Nwosu, said the outreach has been beneficial, especially to the poor who would have ordinarily found funding of the treatments difficult.
The turnout has been so amazing. Sometimes you get to see up to 300, 400, 500 patients in a single day, and these are people who can't really afford some of the cost attached to this, and also the accessibility. This program is more like bringing health at your doorstep.
The head of the nursing unit, Mrs. Chizoma Ijezie, applauded the process and said the impressive turnout of the people meant the program has been progressively productive.
So far, we've achieved a lot. I think today is the second to the last day, and we'll be able to see so many patients from other local governments. There have been a lot of turnovers, and to God be the glory, I've been responding to that.
For the head of the physicians team, Dr. Frank Obinyo, the program must be sustained to guarantee improved health of the people, and called for basic health education to equip the people with the right knowledge of personal health requirements, which would in turn reduce health challenges.
I thank God for this program because that's reached to the poor and the needy in all grain of this federal constituency. It's a welcome development, and I pray that this program should be sustained.
From Ukbo, Dunukofia Council area, Daniel Ezigwe, ABS News.
The Nigerian Army said its troops have killed 2 Boko Haram insurgents in the ongoing clearance operation at Kajeri community in Mafa, local government area of Borno State. Colonel Onyema Nwachukwu, the Deputy Director, Army Public Relations, Operation Lafia Dole, said in a statement in Maiduguri that the troops also recovered ammunition and rescued 2 aged women from the insurgents' captivity. Nwachukwu said the insurgents were killed by troops of 112 Task Force Battalion on clearance operation in the general area of Zaza, Kajeri Maye, and Kajeri Meiburem villages in Mafa, and explained that the terrorists who had infiltrated Kajeri Maye village to unleash mayhem on the communities, ran out of luck as the vigilant troops projected their clearance operation to the village and fiercely engaged the terrorists in combat, killing 2 of them. According to Wachiku, the troops also recovered 1 primed 36 hand grenade, 2 Dane guns, 1 locally fabricated short barrel gun, and 2 mobile phones, among others. DR Congo's top court has declared opposition leader Felix Tshisekedi the winner of disputed presidential elections after throwing out a legal challenge by the runner-up. Announcing the final results of the much-delayed poll, the Constitutional Court said Tshisekedi had won by a simple majority, paving the way for him to take over from long-term leader Joseph Kabila. Runner-up Martin Fayulu, who has previously described the outcome as an electoral coup forged by Tshisekedi and Kabila, immediately called on the international community to reject the results. Tshisekedi's victory was provisionally announced earlier this month by the Independent National Election Commission, CENI, but it was challenged both at home and abroad, with the African Union appealing for the final results to be delayed. The Constitutional Court said Fayulu's claims were unfounded and he had failed to prove any inaccuracies in the figures, describing his call for a recount as absurd. That was it for the hard news for now. We shall be bringing to you Insider News in a jiffy. Stay on. So glad to have you on Insider News proper. The fact that death is a necessary end for all mortals is no longer news. The news is how well the life of the dead touched the lives of others while alive. Testimonies that late Iyom Paulina Aboma Okafor lived a good Christian life and cared for those who came in contact with her were on the lips of many who came to pay their last respects to her during her burial ceremony at a country home, Ire Village, Enugu. Ngozi Bileri of Insider News captured the mood of the burial ceremony and now reports.
Iyom Nwanyi Buefi, the patroness, died at the age of 92, a reason why her children doled out resources to give her a befitting burial. Her burial rites started with burial mass on the eve of the burial day proper, where parishioners of St. Teresa's Catholic Church Enugu converged on the residence of the deceased. On the burial day proper, her requiem mass was celebrated at St. Teresa's Catholic Church Enugu, officiated by the Catholic Bishop of Awka Diocese, Most Reverend Paulinus Ezokafo, together with hosts of other priests.
And I think God made you enough time. 1892, spiritual God. Although each of them maybe no 40 or 45 or 60.
Her body was later interred at her husband's compound at Ire Village, Enugu.
That over, condolence visits by family members featured as usual according to the Igbo rites and tradition. The second son of the deceased, Chief Michael Okafor, being the international patron of the People's Club of Nigeria worldwide, the presence of members of the club was not hidden as they reminded the people what the People's Club of old is like.
Prayer for the buried woman is that the Lord will receive her body, her soul in perfect peace. For the family, that they'll continue to uphold the legacy of their father, Joseph Okafor, Ibonze, na Enugu, and the one left behind by their mother, Patroness Pauline Okafor.
Blessed with 7 children, 2 sons and 5 daughters, her children took turn to eulogize their late mother.
Mom is always mom. Whether they die at the age of 100 or 1 million, we still want them to live longer. But the good news is that my mom lived a wonderful life. She lived a fulfilled life. She wasn't sick, just old age. Mama was a wonderful, wonderful mom that any individual can hope to have.
My mother, at the age of 92, never lacked a damn thing. She lived a good life. She touched a lot of life, you know. I was overwhelmed by the testimony from people from all walks of life, you know, people that she has touched their life, you know, young couple to, you know, couples that have lived close together for over 50 years. She's always counseling. I can't challenge God for recalling her home at this age of 92. That's why we called it triumphant exit.
Amụ abụ Chinwoke Okafor, nwa ọdụdụ nwa Patroness Pauline nwaanyị bụ efi, iyo nwaanyị bụ efi ni nwana ada onye ọma. Nwanne m obi abaka m obi na-asọ m ka mmanụ anwụ n'ihi na m mata na ịnọ 90 adịrọkwa izi. My mother lived a fulfilled life. She accomplished her mission on earth. You know, she's a role model, a standard mother. You know, so caring, so loving. In the next world to come, I still have her as my mom. In spite of all odds, God is always our defender. Yeah, the quality is to be serviceable, to care for another person, working at tiptoe of expectation for another person. Then at the same time, being generous, don't be stingy. Then live a good life. A good life, a standard and a role model life.
N'ụbọchị tata kwanyelie ugwu nke ikpeazụ mama m bile ndụ ọfụma o bile ndụ ọfụma agụwa ihe nlakịrị chi ya eji chi ya abụ n'ife ya nwa mere anyị na ụmụ ya niile na ọrụ sọmụnwa ọ pụchasịala anyị n'anya fụ na onye awụna gụrụ akwụkwọ.
These are some of late Nwanyi Buefi's grandchildren.
Iyom Nwanyi Buefi is a wonderful grandmother. He tries as much as she can to coordinate her children and even grandchildren. She is a wonderful woman.
Grandma, in fact, she's a very nice woman. I'm covered about her, you know, or somebody that you would like to know. And she lived a fulfilled life. Very nice and great person.
It's Mrs.
Paulina Abomokafo, came. She saw and she conquered. No wonder her children labeled her death. Triumphant exit. Mama J. Jegin Koma. From Ire village in Enugu, Njikoka local government area. I am Ngozi Obileri for ABS Insider News.
Definitely, it is not how long, but how well. Testimonies abound how Mama lived her life. May Iyom's soul continue to rest in peace. Amen. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by logging on to our website, www.absradiotv.com. And like I said, www.facebook.com/ABS Radio Television. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ABS Radio TV. And that does it on Inside the News tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Next week, Sunday, is yet another time. My name is Maureen Stone Enujoke Kachifo.